Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big One Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 91 of winning a national title with every team in the game. If you guys have missed any of the last couple episodes, up in the right-hand corner will be a playlist of all of our episodes from episode 1 to 91. But if you are unable to watch those videos, I completely understand. Down in the description below will be a record of all of our teams that we've done so far and their record, or I guess their season they eventually won the national title. New episode means new team, so let's go ahead and get a wheel spin going. We're down to the last couple 40, a couple more after 40. In this episode, we are getting Texas. So Texas is one of the big ones we haven't done yet, and that is the next team that we're going to do. Obviously, they moved into the SEC this season, and Texas is an 88 overall. A very good team. Not the best in the SEC. That goes to Georgia, but still, Texas is a very solid team. They're a strategist head coach. So there is that. It's still really weird for me them to say they're in the SEC and not the Big 12. It's because I'm a Kansas fan, so I'm always faced Texas so many times in the Big 12, and just kind of weird moving the SEC. We do have elite recruiter and tacticians. That's nice, mostly for the offense. And tactician, same thing. We also have motivator too. We have everything unlocked. Our offensive coordinator is an elite recruiter for offense, and recruiter or motivator doesn't have anything for the training boosts. And defensive coordinator does have scheme guru and then recruiter as well, mostly for the defensive side of the football, which will be very, very nice. Of course, checking out the roster, this roster's got a big name at quarterback as Arch Manning, who is an 88 overall freshman redshirt. We also have Quinn Ewers, who'll probably leave after this year anyways, but Kelvin Banks is good. Trey Moore, I mean, this team is very, very good. We just got to keep them around if we can. At least maybe another season or two for us to be doing very well. Honestly, this team is very good. Not really any holes to fill. Maybe right end, since we only have the two. But we could easily move some defensive tackles. We're losing a lot of our D-line, and at least this year or next year. So that one, I guess, we'll go after a bunch of. But yeah, nothing really that we need to go after. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get season 1 out of the way, and I'll be right back. And here we are in season number 1 here with Texas. We go 10-2 on the season. A very nice season here with Texas. We beat Colorado State and Michigan, UTSA, UL Monroe, Mississippi State, and their only 2 losses came against Oklahoma and Georgia. Georgia ended up going 10-2 also, and they only beat us by 1. Oklahoma, though, they were ranked when they beat us, but apparently they did not do well in the SEC compared to us. Then we just kind of ran through the rest of the year, especially against 500 teams. But we do not make the conference championship. That goes to Alabama and Georgia. Missouri is also 8-4, but above us with 6-2. Were they ranked by chance? No, they were not. That's kind of surprising, but hey, I mean, we'll take it. We will take it all day, and that means we're going to be going to the college football playoff here in year number 1. It's just, unfortunately, not with a bye, especially as an 88 overall team. We will have to play in the first round. Jalen Milroe wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,200 yards, 31 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season. And we're taking on Syracuse in the college football playoff. So we get, I don't even know which seed we get. Are we the 4? No, we're the 6. The 6th one coming in against Syracuse. They got the 11. Liberty, Cal, Oregon, Texas Tech, and Alabama were the automatic qualifiers, with Ohio State, Notre Dame, Michigan, Syracuse, Texas, and Utah, Georgia as the at-large bids. So hopefully we can win this one and move on to face Texas Tech, a former Big 12 matchup. But let's get started here against 9-3 Syracuse. This one, they're an 83. We're an 88, but again, I've said this before, overalls do not matter at this point in the season. You have to win your games. You have to beat the teams in front of you. We are going to be the home team, which is nice. We will gladly take that. We're going to be kicking off first and playing defense. Defense gets a nice stop. We get a quick touchdown. Another stop, and we're up 7-0 after quarter number 1. It's now 10-0. Make it 17-0. Syracuse will get a touchdown and a field goal before half to make the 17-10. So a quick 17-0 run, and then 10-0 Syracuse. Now it's 13 points from Syracuse unanswered. But we will have... Oh, no, we turn the ball over, and they take the lead 20-17. All of a sudden, Syracuse has scored 20 unanswered points where we tie it up finally. Our first points since the first half. Defense gets a stop. We have to punt the football again. And Syracuse, all they need is a field goal, and they miss it. So we're going to overtime, and we have to kick a field goal. So the defense needs a stop. Big 4th and goal, and they get a stop. Defense again gets a stop. We just need a touchdown. We get down to the 2, and that's going to do it. We're going to defeat Syracuse on what was a lot closer of a game compared to what I thought it was going to be. So, it's kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. But we'll be moving on to go face Texas Tech in the next round. I believe they are the winners of the Big 12 at this point. But all in all, a win's a win, but it was not a great win. Halfway, through the game, I was afraid that we might lose that game, especially in overtime when we only kicked a field goal. But former Big 12 matchup here in the Sugar Bowl here against Texas Tech. We'll see who else moved on as well. With Ohio State beat Liberty in a close game. Michigan beat Notre Dame, and Utah beat Georgia. So the winner of this game will go play Utah or Alabama. But let's get started here against 11-2 Texas Tech. As I said before, a former Big 12 matchup. They're an 84 overall. We're an 88. So, again, a huge overall advantage in this one. But, as we saw before, we were up big overall, and we barely won. And it took us into overtime. So, hopefully we can get stops on defense. Which, speaking of defense, we're starting on defense in this one. Texas Tech gets stopped. We get an easy touchdown. They get another stop, and it'll be 7-0 after the first quarter after... I think we turned the ball over. Yeah, we had to have because Texas Tech scores a touchdown. We get a stop and another touchdown, but they score one before half to be only down by 3. We turn the ball over, and it's a tie game, and now it's a 3-point lead for Texas Tech here going into the 4th. Big 3rd and 5. We get off the field. They miss the field goal. So it's big, but we get stopped. They have to start from their own 10, so we have the ball inside the red zone. And, yeah, under 2 to go. And how about a touchdown with 40 seconds left? And that's going to do it. We're going to defeat Texas Tech 27-20. Again, another close game against a team that we definitely beat out in overall. So, it is what it is. But we are just now 1 win away from a national championship appearance. But again, it's probably going to be Alabama here in this next round. Unless Utah comes out of nowhere and beats Alabama, but I don't know if they ever do. And the answer is, wow, they actually beat Alabama. So we're going to be facing Utah in the next round. They beat Alabama by 7, 35-28. The winner of this game would go play Cal or Michigan in the next round in the national championship. But let's get started here against 12-3 Utah. Looks like they lost the Big 12 championship game, and they're only an 85, so they've gone up in overall, 82, 84, then 85 overall teams that we've had to play here in Season 1. Usually Oregon's here, and Oregon was not even here, so it's kind of weird having them not even in it. But we're going to start on defense first in this one. And we get a stop on defense, and we don't get a touchdown, but we do in the second drive, and it's 7-0 after 1 here with Texas leading. Second quarter, we get a field goal. They get a field goal before half to make this 10-3, but we start with the football, and we turn it over, so it's a tie game. Now we take the lead, 17-10 going in the fourth quarter. Need something. We go for it on 4th down and fail, and Utah will tie it, 17 all. Big run to give us able to be into field goal range. We get a huge turnover, but again, it's only a field goal, so it's only a 6-point game. But the defense gets off the field, and again, another 1-score victory. 23-16, Texas over Utah. And we are going to the national title game here with Texas. Just one win away from having another team be one and done. We haven't had too many recently. But this would be another team that could do it. But all in all, who do we get here? It's either Cal or Michigan. It's more than likely going to be Michigan. But you never know what could happen. We're going to get the SEC Player of the Weeks here for both the defensive and the offensive players. And we'll be taking on Michigan in the national championship game. We've already beat them earlier this year. They beat Cal 35-20. Oh, no, Oregon was here. I guess I just missed them. I overlooked it, I guess. Even though I probably said their name. I've had a terrible short-term memory, so I'm sorry. But, anywho, we beat them 19-17 in week number 2. So, we gave them one of their only losses. So let's get started here against 13-2 Michigan. And they are an 86, so again, we have the overall advantage in this one. Just hopefully we can take advantage of it compared to the last couple of games where we only won by one possession. But it's just the offense hasn't really been great for us. But let's see how we do. I'm going to start on defense first in this one, and let's go quarter by quarter. Defense gets a stop, but offense has also got stopped. But how about I think it was like a 2-play touchdown to end the first quarter? But Michigan will start the second quarter with a field goal, and we get another touchdown before half, and we have a 14-3 lead going into the second half, where the Michigan will make it 14-11. And here in the fourth quarter, it's still that score. 4th and 17, we have to kick a field goal. So we are up 6 points. Defense gets a stop. Offense needs to get into field goal range. They can't. Michigan needs a touchdown to take the lead, but we get a huge sack, and that forces them out of field goal range, or chance at field goal range, and we get a touchdown. We fail the 2-point conversion. I don't know why we're going for 2-point conversions, but it doesn't even matter, because Texas, in year number 1, will get it done over Michigan for a national championship. And this is the first game in the college football playoff we'd won by double digits, winning by 12. So we'll take it. We'll take it. But hey, another team down. Episode 91 gets another SEC team. Haven't had an SEC team in a while, but we got a lot more teams to do with the next couple of episodes. But of course, we'll check out the bracket, or not the bracket. We've already checked out the bracket. We'll check out the stats before we go. For this national championship winning season for Texas. Quinn Ewers, 4,100 yards, 38 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, had a great season. Baxter with 995 rushing yards, 9 touchdowns. Ewers added 191 and 1 on the ground. Jaden Blue, 179 and 4. Isaiah Bond had 18 carries, 48 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Gibson 34 rushes and a touchdown. Receiving wise, Bolden had over 1,000 yards with 10 touchdowns. Isaiah Bond had 982 with 10, and Matthew Golden pretty much 900 yards with 11 touchdowns. Amari had 850 with 5 touchdowns, and Helm had 115 with 2. Defensive wise, Hill Jr. led the team with 87 tackles. Burke led the team with 11 tackles for a loss. He also led the team with 6.5 sacks. Muhammad with 7 picks to lead the team, the true sophomore. We only forced 2 fumbles, and they're by a corner and a defensive tackle, and our defensive tackle recovered both fumbles. We had 3 blocked kicks. Ethan Burke had a year, man. 3 blocked kicks. That's insane. But no safeties, no defensive touchdowns. He only played in 14 games. Kicking-wise, Auburn had missed 7 from 50 yards out, which is insane. But it made every extra point, but missed 8 field goal attempts, and he made every one of them from under 40, missed 1 from 40, and then missed 7 from 50. Kicking wise, Kern only punted 50 times for 2,100 yards. 1 got blocked, 9 were inside the 20, and 2 were touchbacks. So actually a very good season from our punter. But there is no kick or punt return touchdowns here for Texas in the national winning season. But that's going to do it for the episode. Hope you guys did enjoy this shorter one, I guess, here with Texas. But if you guys did enjoy, hit the like button down below. It's free. Really also helps out the channel as well. Next episode, again, will be number 92. We're 8 away from episode 100 on the season. And then after that, it's 34 more to go. So we are getting down to the brass tacks and being close to the final episode here in 25. And then this series will pick back up in 2026. Or I guess college football 26. Not 2026. That would wait a whole year. That's not going to happen. Anyways, hope you guys have a great day, week, weekend, whenever you guys are watching this. I'm out. Peace.